Hi, I'm Anne from Game Like a Mother. Today I'm going to share an overview and review of Venn. It's ages 10 and up, 2 or more players, and it takes 20 to 30 minutes. Let me show you how to play. The goal of the game is to be the first to get 12 or more points. You get points by correctly guessing the words your team is trying to reference by placing out images onto their Venn diagram. For game setup, this is the competitive gameplay. Each team sets up their own Venn diagram. You set out this number sheet, which also works as your scoring track, and then you flip out 3-word or 4-word cards in a line, and they are two-sided, so just flip them out and you divide up the image cards into 3 stacks, and you place one in front of one team and one in front of the other and one in the middle, an easy reach of both teams. Then from the Venn cards, each team is given 3 numbers. This is for the clue giver on that team for the first round of play. No one else will get to see it. The clue givers need to not show it to each other, anyone on their team. They have these little stands you can place it on and have it in front of you. And it's supposed to be a secret for the entire round. Gameplay itself is quite simple. Each of the numbers correspond to a word. So this person is trying to get their team to guess. Number 2 is the word first. Number 5 is the word tool. And number 8 is the word durable. And it's okay that this team has 4, 7, and 8. They have roof, straight, and durable. It's okay if they have 2 of the same words. It does not matter. It is separate for gameplay. And all you're doing is, as you're playing, each of these spots on the Venn diagram correspond to a word. There are 3 different spots, 3 different words. So when you're all set, you start flipping through your deck and seeing if there are any words that correspond to what you're trying to get them to guess, any pictures. So you flip along and, oh my gosh, this is super lucky. There's an actual tool on here. It does not matter which circle you place it on. There's not a designated, okay, this is your second spot. You just place it on one of the spots and you say, okay, from now on, this is where I put any clues that I want to correspond with tool. In a Venn diagram, there are 7 different spots if you have the 3 circles. So they could put that here, or they could say, ooh, it's kind of maybe this is like first man on the moon business, and this is their first spot. They could place it here in this zone. So there's this zone here that's just for that word. There's this zone here for just whatever that word is. This zone here. And then there's zones that overlap. And then there's a center zone that would cover everything. Maybe it's first, it's a tool, it's durable. They say it goes for everything. The trick is you're only allowed 1 card per zone. So if they keep on going, if they had this and then they came along to something they thought was a better example of a tool. There's some garden tools here. You can't put it beside it on the zone. You can only have 1 card per zone. And you can't flip through the cards later. It's just what you see. You better remember if they had something else underneath and what were the features of that card. So you keep on going and you're quickly flipping things out. This person's going at the same time. If at any point, even if you haven't gone through your whole stack, you decide you don't like your stack and you want to switch with the one in the center, you can, but then they can do the same thing. And you continue to go. We'll have them flip out this for, we'll say they thought this guy looked durable. This is also pretty great. He has a medal, so we'll say that's for first place. And then the team can start discussing out loud what words they think link with these after any card is out there. They can say, oh, okay, there's 2 things in a row that have tools, or maybe they're confused and they think that that was durable. And so they get to discuss it as a team. This side doesn't care at all what this side is putting out. They don't get to guess over here. They are only guessing for their own clues. They just care how many cards this person has out here, because if they get to 3 cards, they put this out here. The team can wait, but they can stop right then and say Venn. So if they shout out Venn, gameplay ceases, even though they just have the one card out here. And then this team, the first 3 words they say, it doesn't have to be in any particular order. It doesn't have to say, they don't have to say this one means this one means this one means this. They can just say, okay, we think the words are first, tool, and then maybe they think it's risky for this one. The clue giver then says, okay, you got 2 correct, so Team Pink would get 2 points. If they had gotten all 3 correct, and the team that said Venn, then they get 3 points for each correct clue guessed, plus a bonus point for being the first and for getting everything right. So if they did that, they'd get 4 points. And on this side, they still get to guess, even if they didn't get all 3 clues out, or even if they weren't the ones to shout Venn. And if they're right, they get durable. Then they would put out 1 token, and you'd clear it all off and have a different person on your team be the clue giver for the next round. And you continue to play. You shuffle these up. You put out new word cards each time. You give people new number cards. And you continue to go until someone gets to 12 or over, and then that team is the winner. For cooperative play, all you do is you just have 1 Venn diagram, and you set out your word cards like normal. You have 5 number cards set on the side. 1 clue giver gets to look at the first one, and then you just set a stopwatch for 2 minutes, and you have 2 minutes to flip through the stack of pictures and put cards out. This is for awful. They can put this out, and you have 2 minutes to finish a round. At the end of the round, whatever you have, you go ahead and score, and then this card is put off to the side. The next clue giver, you take turns, gets to look at the next card, and you reset everything, including the words, new set of words out for each round, and you have up to 5 rounds to score 12 or more points if you're playing cooperatively. So that's how to play Venn. The target demographic for this game is someone who wants a family-level social word game. The rule complexity is medium just because they provide a bunch of different other options for play. There's competitive and cooperative play, so there's a little bit more reading when you go through the rule book the first time compared to some other social games, but it's very quick and easy once you get up and running the first time. How competitive is this game? It's adjustable. If it depends on what level of intensity your team is bringing to the game as you play. In a competitive version, you're flipping through cards as quickly as possible and laying them out for the different words that you have. But if you have people that are going about it in a more sedate manner, as long as they're both doing it along the same lines, then it's fine. So you kind of get to determine what that is. Same thing with the cooperative play. If you're trying to go through 5 different cards in 2 minutes, that can be pretty intense. If you don't want it to be that intense, just give it another minute or so, whatever you need to make it an enjoyable play experience for you. This is a social game. It's supposed to be fun. The rule police are not going to come after you if you adjust the rules to make it more fun for you. So if you don't love the timed element, change the timed element, and then it is whatever intensity level you want it to be. The replay value, I would say, is medium for this game. It is a very well done game. It is fun to play, but it kind of is it's a hit or a miss whether or not people like the images, the random images to describe words. Some people love that and it seems really fun. I really enjoy that part of the game. And some people, they want to be able to be accurate, and it's upsetting to not have an image that perfectly encapsulates their word, and they find it very frustrating. So it just kind of depends on your audience for that. So that said, similar games, if you like the random images and linking them together element of the game, then you would love One Key. That is a game in which you are working cooperatively. You have a bunch of different images on the table. They're very random and zany. And then you are trying to use other images to get it down to just one, to give people clues so they guess the correct one image on the table. And then if the random images thing is not as much your thing, I would highly recommend Just One is a word game. It is a cooperative word game that is very accessible to all gaming levels and abilities, and you're trying to help the person guess the word on their card by giving one-word clues as a group. And it is very fun and it is very popular. But we really enjoyed Venn. It's a very fun social game to check out, and so you should. Thanks, and see you next time from Game Like a Mother.